After a delayed release because of the pandemic, the highly anticipated live-action remake of Mulan is finally hitting the screen, telling the story of a young woman who, in order to save her ailing father, joins the Imperial Army disguised as a man to battle invaders in China. Take a look.
Impossible. A woman leading a man's army. You will die pretending to be something you're not. Yet here I stand. I'm Mulan. I will bring honor to us all.
And star of Mulan, Rosalind Chao, is here with us now. Welcome, Rosalind. So good to see you.
It's good seeing you.
With all the delays because of the pandemic, how excited are you that this is finally hitting the screen?
Well, I'm very excited that people will finally get to see it. So many people put so much hard work into it, and it's just so beautiful. The cinematography, it's a feast for the eyes. So.
Yeah. And you played Mulan's mother in this. Tell us a little bit about the mother-daughter dynamic in this film.
Well, it's, the beauty of this film is Mulan doesn't really fit into the world in which she's born. And she fights to stay true to who she is. And in trying to protect her family, she actually, becomes the warrior that we all know and love. And the mother is of the other world and really wants Mulan to be the best version of herself that she can be in the mother's limited vision of what a young woman should be. And that vision is very limited.
Yeah. So while this deals with a similar story, this is actually not a remake of the animated film, right?
This film is more true to the original folktale, which most Chinese Americans, Asian Americans have grown up with. This story. My parents told me this story when I was really young, and I think it's a folktale that actually it's based on a real person, and it's called the Ballad of Mulan. And there are folk dances, there are Chinese operas, there are songs, all dedicated to Mulan. And I was thinking about it. I think maybe it was the Chinese parents' way of girl power, giving their daughters girl power in telling their kids this story.
Yeah, it's a great message. And this movie set records because everything was on a huge scale. The sets were massive. The budget was massive at $300 million. So
I didn't get that, by the way.
What was your initial reaction when you saw the final version of the film?
Oh, it's exquisite. I mean, the costumes by Bina Degler, I knew the costumes were going to be amazing. Every detail was thought out. Mandy Walker's cinematography is breathtaking. It's absolutely breathtaking. Nikki Caro, of course, she's just the director everyone wants to work for. Nikki had to handle a large group of very testosterone males.
Yeah.
And they were from all over the world. And she wrangled them in a way that, I could barely wrangle my one son.
Yes.
I was awestruck.
Yeah. I saw that you reposted on your social media a comment that a fan had written into you while they were watching you on stage. And they said, seeing people who look exactly like me on stage for the first time in my life, an amazing and emotional experience I will remember forever. What does it feel like when fans reach out to you that way?
You're going to make me cry because that's the reason I wanted to do this. I mean, I love acting, of course, but that's what really keeps me going because it's, when I grew up, I didn't see myself reflected on screen other than, I saw journalists like Connie Chung when I was a little girl. And I remember thinking that was huge for me to see myself reflected. I wanted blonde hair, I wanted blue eyes, I wanted blue eyeshadow because I never saw anybody who looked like me. So that meant so much to me to see that. And I hope this movie does the same, that just to see yourself reflected on screen, and to see yourself reflected in a powerful way is, it can change the direction of your thinking about yourself as a human being.
Yeah, and no doubt you'll be getting a lot more of those. You are fantastic. And I so appreciate you taking the time to chat with me today. I'm sure everyone is super excited that they can now catch Mulan streaming on Disney Plus now. Rosalind, thank you so much.
It is a pleasure. Thank you.